Acquired Taste Podcast. We are back. It's your boy Tech Daddy.
And it's Queen Bee.
And Ben's here.
And Ben, who doesn't have a microphone.
And Ben's here. That's my bad.
Are we back?
Yes, we are back. Okay. Yeah, my bad. I don't have these numbered properly, and I thought it was 3 and 4 and 1 and 2.
Well, I thought I might have done it when I reassembled it.
Oh, no, it was me. That's on me. It's fine.
As much as I want it to be your fault, Ben, it's not.
Okay, well, here we go. And we're back.
No, you need an intro. You need
a nickname?
Well, I mean, you don't have to have a nickname, but you need to introduce your own damn self. You're a grown man.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think we've gone long enough at this point.
Do you?
I mean, we're 3 years into this damn thing, man.
Yeah.
That's true.
Get it together.
You know, at some point we just gotta figure that out.
Come together with some sort of Yosemite Sam nonsense.
It's probably best that you come up with it than the internet come up with it for you. So
yeah, let us know what you think.
They're so much more creative.
That's true. That's true. I mean, we do have another video episode out now too.
We do.
So yeah, if you all haven't seen that
was fun.
Video.
Yeah, that was a good one. This time the audio did work. Actually, shout out to the panel network for sorting that out. And for getting us set up in there. That was actually a really good episode, too.
That was fun.
We had fun.
Nice.
I'm still upset at the reasoning behind his name. When I asked him that.
Why the spelling of the panel
what
network?
was the spelling? I was expecting a story or something or a combination of words, and nobody had that. What?
It wasn't taken.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah,
that's good stuff. So, yeah, shout out to Panel Network. If you haven't, if you're listening to us and you haven't listened to them, he has... Oh man, I think there's 7 or 8 different shows on there now on his YouTube.
7 days a week.
Yeah, he records pretty much every day of the week.
Crazy,
which is wild.
Respect.
That's dedication.
Respect.
Dedication to the craft.
Yeah,
he knows what he wants to do and he's doing it. So you got to put some respect out there on that. So yeah, if you haven't seen that, go check them out. We also have the video on our YouTube.
Yeah.
The last episode's audio came from that. So
it's a good episode too. We talk about some of our favorite acts of revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Which there are some really good ones.
You know, I realized going back through our list of episode ideas that we have yet to cover, there's a lot of revenge episodes in there on my list. I feel like I don't know why I found so many of them, but
After we did that episode.
There's a lot. History's full of just people being
it's
mad.
A lot of history.
There is a lot of history in this world. A lot of people are petty as fuck. So, and I love them for it.
Petty rulers? Surely you jest.
or petty women with red hair and a giant axe.
That too.
Hell yeah.
We respect it. We got to put some respect on it.
I stand.
Yeah. So, if you haven't heard that episode, go back and listen to it. It was also a 3-year anniversary. So we decided to do a video episode for that. So yeah, thanks for the 3 years though. That's pretty cool. We've been at this for a while now. And we're slowly but surely upgrading our equipment. Ben has a new laptop.
I do.
Very, very slowly. We have video equipment. It's just
Yeah, I have to actually. I'm gonna order. I get paid this week, so I'm actually gonna order the camera this week. So I'll let you guys know about that. It was on sale, so that's fun.
Good.
I mean, it's still not that much. It's still not as bad. But I got that. I got the tripods, and I got some memory cards, and we're gonna do it. It's gonna be great.
We already have the lights. They're just sitting in a box.
Yeah, we have the lighting. I have the sheet. I need to pick up a desk from Jess's house.
Yep.
I'm gonna get another desk for up here.
I don't know why that sounds so ominous.
The sheet.
The sheet.
I have the sheet.
The sheet. Well, we needed a black background. I just so happen to have black bed sheets, several sets of them, and
that's one does.
I have black and gray, but I do have more than one pair of bed sheets, and for a man, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
So
that's honorable.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I like to wash my sheets.
Wonderful.
That's
fantastic. Good
it's important.
It is important.
It's important stuff.
You're actually you don't live the way a lot of bachelors live. You're pretty good.
I just keep my house moderately clean, and
yeah, it's great.
I like candles.
Yeah, he likes candles. It's
as I told my brother.
We walk in his house and it smells good, and you're like, does a woman live here? No.
Yeah, I do like my house smelling good. That's very true.
Yeah.
My brother, hilariously, he part-times at Bath and Body Works for the discount for candles.
Hell yeah.
And when I saw him in Kentucky, I'm like, hey man, like we're going somewhere, and I was catching a ride with him, and he had to like move some like stuff around in his trunk to accommodate my stuff, and he just had candles for days in his trunk.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, that's cool. And like, dude, I just realized I have way too many candles for a straight man. This is very strange.
I don't know.
It's fine.
There's a such thing as too many candles.
Is there somebody pulling up to my house?
there is. He's backing up now. He's got his hazards on.
Oh, there might have been confused.
Someone got confused.
Yeah.
To be fair, your street is very confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Your street/driveway.
Yeah.
I want to repave it at some point. It's fine. I'm going to get it.
On the way in with all the potholes, we were like,
And whatever that log was.
There's a log? I haven't been out there in a while.
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't left my house in a couple days.
You got the Missouri River flowing through the middle of it.
Oh, that's about right. Well, it has been raining, so that sounds about right. Yeah, getting to my house has become more of a hazard than it should be. I feel like there's more potholes there than when I first moved in here.
There is. There definitely is. My car could not make it down.
Your car will never make it. No, there's no way.
I would disappear into a pothole.
That's true. I think I'm gonna get some asphalt or something to fix it.
We'll put the dash cam in Brandy's car one time
just to see what happens
before you fill up
the abyss,
the potholes for one of the girl episodes.
See what universe I end up in.
I'm having a wonderful time.
Hopefully better one than this one.
I mean, that would be awesome. And to be honest, any other universe would be better than this one.
You did get the shortest end of the stick. There's not even a stick.
I'm living in the darkest timeline.
It's obviously the darkest timeline. Thanks, Abed.
Seriously. This is awful.
I did not expect you to make a Community reference.
Really?
I am so proud.
I watched Community.
I don't think we've ever talked about a show that we've both watched together.
Yeah, we have very different tastes in shows.
Yes, we do.
So yeah.
Yes, we do.
Well,
Community's a good one though.
Community is a good one.
It's a good show.
It's a good show.
Oh goodness. So we have the comments, by the way, that from last week.
Okay.
Since I didn't read any from last episode.
We didn't have any last episode, did we?
I don't think so.
No. Yeah.
No, did that one already. Here we go. So Ashley says, this is on the episode from the Women in Aviation episode.
Oh, okay.
So she said, I would pay top dollar to see Ben carry a 97-year-old man upstairs to the attic. That would be priceless. Because we were talking about David Attenborough.
I forgot about
For a second, I was like,
oh my God.
I'm not saying I didn't say it, but I need
that sounds like something I would say.
I need a refresher in context.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. That's incredible.
Mm-hmm. Jess also mentions that she would like her mic to be turned on so she can talk smack to Ben and insert random noises.
Yes. Let's do it next time.
Talk smack.
Why? I'm
Jess,
nothing but
next
nice
time,
to Jess.
I'm turning your mic on.
Oh my God.
I need backup.
Oh my. We already have a hard time staying on target already. I don't know.
Well, DJ's not here and John's not here, so
that's fair. We've lost John at this point.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Rip.
Take him off the poster.
Puerto Rican is no more.
Aww.
the island has sank.
I never got a chance to visit.
Wait, didn't somebody say he got deported? And we were like, but Puerto Rico is part of the United States.
Oh man, poor John.
What a wonderful education system.
So actually, I think he said he might stop by. He might stop by here Saturday. Actually.
Oh, so he can be here for a party, but not for the podcast.
Yeah.
Let's surprise him with a podcast.
Yeah, really.
Actually, that would be hilarious.
That would be so funny.
And I would not be
Aaron's
opposed to
birthday
that.
Party.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
We should get a random topic generator or something.
Oh man.
Yikes.
Oh man.
Yeah. We'll do like 3 mulligans. Yeah. We'll build in 3 mulligans.
Okay.
And give it a vote of 3 out of 5.
Then we just see what happens. Go off it from there.
And then just wing it, no research.
I feel like I would have to start. I want to be drinking for that one. It's been a while since I've been drinking on an episode.
It would have
that
to
would have
be
to be the one.
most generic topics, but
Excuse me.
We could do. I think we
could
could
be
make
fun.
that. That could be super fun.
Yeah.
I would have to be drinking for that.
yeah, it could be fun.
Hell yeah.
I would have to have a couple 2 tree whiskeys in me.
I'm down to do a drunk podcast.
It's been a while since we have actually. Well, no, because we record on weekdays, so like I don't drink on work nights.
School in the morning.
Exactly, like I don't drink on school nights anymore, so like I can't. It's weird because this podcast went from like us drinking on every episode to then not at all.
Yep.
And then Ben never drank at all.
Maturing.
We have gummy bears.
Yeah, that's true. Which I forgot we've been up here. I've been up here in like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
well, there's only 2.
Those have got to be pretty solid by now.
Yeah.
I heard it when they hit the table. Actually, that was all pretty solid.
Yeah. Wait, hang on.
Yep. Gonna make sure to throw those away.
That's how you make
downstairs.
jawbreakers.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Willy
I also
Wonka's
never did
secrets
the
are out.
I never did the intro for our podcast either.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Go for it.
We're killing it.
Yeah, we're doing great. I mean, granted, we did kind of start off strong with the, panel network stuff and, our episodes and our anniversaries. And so, yeah, we started off fine. It's fine. Anyways.
The food's getting cold.
If you're new to the podcast, if you made it this far, I mean, I know we're 11 minutes in at this point, but if you made it this far, if you're new to the podcast, we're Acquired Taste. We do music, mysteries, some histories, a little bit of this, a little of that. We definitely do listener suggestions as well. So if you have something you want us to cover, hit us up on social media. We do check that actually, or you can email us. That's cool too. All of that's in our descriptions. We're not hard to find, and we'll cover that too. But if you're a returning listener, we appreciate you sticking with us for 3 years. That's still something that I'm saying.
Yeah, if you've been with us since the beginning, major shout out because that's like a long ass time.
That's a lot of episodes.
That's a whole toddler.
It is. That is a whole toddler.
It's an interesting way to express time. I'm here for it.
Well, I love that as Americans we use everything except for the metric system. That counts for time as well.
We need to talk about that
Americans
sometime
will
too.
use anything except for the metric system.
We need to talk about the story of why.
Oh yeah, we can definitely cover that one day.
Yep.
Add it to the list. So yeah, if you've been rocking with us this whole time, we do appreciate you sticking with us throughout all these years for all the support. We appreciate it. We hope you guys are having a great day. Make sure you drink some water and you get your forehead kisses. Yeah. Yeah.
Solo forehead kisses.
Yeah, because we lost DJ to a typhoon.
Yeah, he just flew so
Okay.
high up into the sky. It was crazy.
Diamonds in his eyes?
I've never seen someone get swept away like that before.
Neither have I. That's what happens when we have like freaking hail 3 times in the same week
3 tornadoes.
and 3 tornadoes.
It was
In a
like
week.
It was like Wizard of Oz. DJ just
I was just
kept
going to
up.
say, Dorothy ain't shit.
No, not compared to DJ.
No, we haven't
Not
seen him
compared to
since.
DJ.
So if anybody sees DJ, let us know.
Yeah.
We'll come pick him up.
It's funny, we were right before we recorded, guys. I was like, have you talked to DJ? Well, yeah, I actually talked to him today. He's fine. His band is coming up with a music video soon, though. That's pretty tight.
Yeah.
So
Keep
he
an eye
sent
out
me
for
the
that. East Moon.
yeah. East Moon's coming out with a music video soon. He actually sent me the rough draft of it.
Really?
Oh, it's good.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm. It's
Oh,
real
that's
good.
so exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
If I hadn't been freaking busy that day, I would have been happy to be in it.
I just forgot about it.
Oh.
That's completely my bad. I
What do you-
meant to go, and I was planning on it, and then
Mm-hmm.
it just completely left my brain.
Yep. Whoopsie poopsie.
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah, that's good stuff. So today, we normally start off with a question. Normally DJ has the question, but he's not here. So I'm going to do it. It's
Again,
fine.
the
He's in a
typhoon.
dark room being asked the questions.
People ask the questions.
Where were you? I don't know.
I can't see.
The burlap sack is redundant, bitch.
Oh god, it's like that scene in Rogue One when they blindfolded Donnie Yee's character.
Oh,
Donnie Yen, I'm sorry, Donnie
I
Yen's character.
forgot about that.
It's like, I'm blind. It's good stuff.
My favorite part of that movie is still, you are being rescued.
Yeah, stop resisting. Such a good movie.
Oh, that is a great movie. That is probably my favorite new Star
I know you're
Wars.
just at loss in the sauce on that one, B.
Yeah,
You haven't? Have you seen any Star Wars?
No, I saw.
He's gonna be DJ for me.
I saw the one with baby Darth
Yoda?
Vader.
Or
Baby Darth Vader.
Yeah,
Episode 1.
he was like a kid.
yeah,
Yep, episode
that was
one.
Yeah,
one.
okay. Yes, I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I've
Doesn't
seen.
that turn like 25 or a few years ago? I think that was.
20.
Because I know episode 3
is 20.
It's 20 years this month.
Yeah,
actually,
because they're putting it
it's
back out.
Yep.
And Natalie Portman was in it.
Natalie Portman was in 3 of them. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Melina made me watch it.
I'm not surprised by that.
And then we were like supposed to watch all the rest of them, and then we just never got around to it.
Well, after knowing Lena for as long as I have, love her to death, but her brain ain't worth anything. So like I can see how like you guys will start it and then never finish that journey.
Yeah, correct. It makes perfect sense if anyone knows Melina.
Yep, pretty bad.
Yeah.
And actually, Star Wars episode 1, we're old.
Oh, 99, I think.
Yeah, it was May 19th, 1999.
Yeah. Because it's the same.
I remember the guy with the demon face.
Yep, that's Darth Maul.
And I remember.
Oh my God, this is painful.
I remember being so like annoyed because I remember when that first came out and we were like, I was in like elementary school and every single boy in my class was that guy for Halloween.
Darth Maul, yes.
And so I always assumed that he was like a main character in the movie. And then I watched the movie and he was in it for like 5 seconds. And I'm like, seriously? This is the guy that everyone was like obsessed with?
Okay, now that I'll give you.
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
In their defense, that's how he was marketed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you that 100%. Yeah, that's yeah. It's just like how they marketed Finn as the next Jedi, and then they just, we're not getting into this right now because it's like we're gonna completely derail. But
Bill Burr got more of an episode arc in 3 fucking episodes on The Mandalorian than Finn did in 3 fucking movies.
Also, because of Bill Burr, there's now confirmation of Space Boston.
I won't stand for it.
Space Boston?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
because his accent, like, so he doesn't hide his accent at all in his character.
Yeah, he never changes
his
his voice for his
roles.
a Boston accent in a galaxy far, far away.
That's so funny.
So we have Space Boston.
How far away is the galaxy? Wicked far. That's how far this galaxy is. Wicked fucking far. Fuck. What have they done to my...
What have they done to my baby?
They massacred my boy.
My boy. Oh no, my boy.
Father, help.
Oh, shit.
Well, welcome to the May the 4th episode.
Yeah, right. Apparently we're doing that now. Jeez.
We are going to have to pick that
I'm
soon.
going to watch Star Wars one of these days just so I can know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
There's so much of it.
There's so much.
Because like Darth Maul's character does get a lot more shine in the TV shows. And there's like, what?
I'm not going to watch the TV shows.
7 or 8 seasons of Clone Wars.
7.
And then there's
Absolutely not.
What, 3 seasons of Rebels? 2 or 3 seasons.
I think you're right. I think it's 3.
That.
7 for sure for Clone Wars. I think.
So yeah, there's 10 seasons of Darth Maul content.
I will watch the show with Pedro Pascal. That's it.
Mandalorian.
Yes, I will watch that because
he's good.
Because Baby Yoda is cute and Pedro Pascal is hot, and I will watch no other shows.
Okay.
Well, you only need to watch 1 season.
Well, there's 3, but
you need to watch 1. Unfortunately, it was a show of diminishing returns. I have hopes for the movie, though.
The Last of Us season 2 is coming out soon.
Yeah, that's true.
Last of Us season 2. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty excited about that.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. I mean, like, it's one of those things where, like, but I already know the game. I know the story though. Like,
same.
I don't.
It's like watching the Passion of the Christ. You know how it ends.
I never played the game, so I don't know this.
I'm not gonna say anything about it because I don't want to spoil it for you because it's really good. It's just I already know what happens. Like,
same.
It's like, I mean, I want to watch the Fallout TV show though because I heard that was actually pretty good. But yeah, I mean, I like Pedro Pascal though. He's a good actor.
But you know what though? Then again, I mean, they did. I'm not gonna say they did the best job, but like Walking Dead, that was an entire comic series where everybody knew what was going to happen, and they still
they kind of split off of that though at some point.
But it was good up until they did that.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean,
they were
in the main series, and they still had their.
They had a few like differences.
Yeah, so you know, there's the chance.
That show used to be so good.
It was.
It was good for a while. It was great
up until Negan. Or I'm sorry.
Not after.
Not up until, but like
he was good
when that was completed.
Yeah.
That's
right.
what I mean.
He was the last of like.
I'm still so mad that they killed the cannibals like that.
Yeah, I thought they were going to be more of a thing.
Yeah, right. I mean, I loved how they got rid of them. Like, it was an awesome scene in that church and everything. Not that you could see all of it, but
sure.
But yeah, like I thought they were going to be like on their trail for
I think that stand's going to come off again.
No, we're good.
Okay. It just looks like it's going. Never mind.
But yeah, I thought
Our
they were going to be
equipment's falling apart.
I thought they were going to be on their trail for like a couple weeks, this and the other. You know, some big crescendo at the end.
No.
Yep, nope, just. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Still, it was a great. It was a great scene.
My favorite villain plotline was the governor. He was that whole plot line, that whole thread, his conclusion, everything was great. I thought it was great.
It was.
I loved it.
It was so good.
He was a complex villain, and he got just enough screen time to where, like, you felt for him, but you still wanted to see him go down.
Yeah.
But you kind of understood him, so it was like a weird...
I like what he represented for humanity going through something like that. Like the humanity being twisted and everything. And because I think I like Negan just a teensy bit more just because I like his...
I like Negan because of his personality, and the actor did such a great job, and he's just such an interesting character.
The warlord aspect was...
Yeah.
You know what I really... I'm sorry, I just remember this too. Like, it's actually a little bit off topic of the topic of Walking Dead, but I know you haven't. Have you watched Invincible on Prime?
No, I have not actually.
You should. It's really good. It's off a comic book series as well, but it's doing really good. But anyways, there's a rematch between the actor that played Negan and the actor that plays the Asian dude.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah, they have a rematch.
No shit.
But they're voice acting, obviously. But
Right,
still.
right.
Incredible. Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. That's the voice. Wait, that's the voice of... Oh.
Glenn and Negan.
Yeah. Glenn got his get back.
That was the craziest cliffhanger.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was one of the wildest cliffhangers I ever remember in like human history.
I still don't know how I feel about it all these years later.
The cliffhanger?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Like
I remember being pissed.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, I was mad, but at the same time, like, bravo.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's
For
that's
sure.
a cliffhanger. Like,
For sure.
I still don't know. It's like The
Right.
Sopranos fading to black.
People were speculating
You know.
for like,
Oh, people were doing the math.
yeah.
You
They
know,
were like
and
triangulating his position.
I
It
remember
was
all the
nuts.
memes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember all the, not even memes, but all the screenshots and everything of people numbered and like, okay, he ended here, so it's going to be blah, blah, blah. And
I really,
and they did the Glenn fake out already.
That is something that I really kind of miss is like everybody like collectively watching a show.
The Sunday night show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then like being able to like talk about it afterwards. Whereas now everything is on streaming, so it's like either you've seen it or you haven't.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I really miss that about like society, I guess.
I never thought about it until now.
Yeah.
Actually, that's really, really weird. I've never put that thought together. But you're right, though. It is weird that we don't have that.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when Game of Thrones was coming out. I never watched it, but I remember like everybody...
So good.
But everybody would talk about it.
Yeah.
Like every time we would all hang out with our friends, like that would be the first thing the conversation started off with. Like, hey, how you doing? Sit the fuck down. We have stuff to talk about.
Yes, exactly. Oh my God. Which again, Pedro Pascal is incredible in Game of Thrones.
I have
That
seen
is
this.
one
I've
of
seen
his-
some of the clips with him
That
in
is
it.
one of his best performances. He is so good.
Yeah, actually, I've never seen it, but I knew him from Narcos.
Oh yeah.
Is where my reference to him came from, which he was great in that too. I think he's just good at everything he does.
I know every Monday morning we were talking about Walking Dead at work.
Yeah.
For 10 years.
Yeah, that's great. I'd never really thought about that. That's really like that we lost that as a society.
We really did, and that's sad.
That's real fucked up.
It sucks. I know.
Get us together, society.
Right? I know my boss.
It's going to come full circle.
Yeah, it always
my
does.
That's my theory.
And my boss and one of my coworkers, they talk about, I guess like The Bachelor is still, like certain reality shows are still released like serially.
Sure.
So they talk about that sometimes. But I'm not a big reality show person.
I can't stand it.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't hate it, but I'm just
I
not
remember,
super
like,
into it.
when we were in high school, that was a big deal. Like the Real World and World Rules.
Jersey Shore, man.
Well, Survivor was brand new.
We had two different high school experiences
did.
because I was there
Yeah.
before that.
No,
Yeah.
Jersey Shore was where it was
Because
at.
Survivor was arguably the first, and that was brand new when we were in school.
Yeah.
Because that was kind of when they coined reality TV.
Real World.
Real World was my first reference to it.
Okay.
That was the first reality show, was Real World.
Okay.
Yeah, that was on MTV back then. And that was a whole thing. I remember people in high school like auditioning for it and shit.
I remember when when I was like in high school, depths of high school was when Teen Mom was coming out.
Oh.
Or
God.
16 and Pregnant. Not Teen Mom, I'm sorry. 16 and Pregnant.
That's the same thing.
I forgot they had options.
Teen Mom was after 16 and Pregnant. So 16 and Pregnant is when they're pregnant. Teen Mom is after they have the kid.
Oh, because they are a mom.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Correct. So, yeah, that was... I remember everybody talking about that show. Yeah.
Oh, man. That's so...
We should have known that we flew too close to the sun when that Honey Boo Boo creature got a show.
I forgot
You
about
gotta call
that.
her a creature.
Yeah.
And really?
It felt right.
It's not. Anyway. What are we supposed to be talking about?
I think we're doing the random topic generator episode.
I guess, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Did we have a topic? Or like
We do.
talking about TV shows?
I mean, we're 25 minutes into it at this point. I mean, kind of
I've
just
watched a
went
lot
for
of
it.
shows.
Yeah.
I actually haven't. What you're talking about, like how things release serially. Serially, that's a hard word for me to say. The only thing I can think of now is anime still does that.
Oh,
But
really?
neither of you watch anime, so I can't talk to you about it.
Sorry.
Like some of my friends I can. Like
I
there's
watched Pokemon
that's
when I was
something.
a kid.
That's a start.
Yeah.
I watched the movie.
I remember that. Remember seeing that in theater. And actually,
the first movie.
that helps me kind of segue into our fucking topic today.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay.
Freaking Pokemon toys. You remember that?
hell yeah.
When they had at
ball,
Burger King.
The ball,
yes.
It had the little gold card in
Yes.
it.
Wait.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
I had so many of those.
Yes.
I didn't even think about it. We got another segue into this. McDonald's. Fucking Val Kilmer dying.
Oh yeah, rip.
Yeah.
I thought it was April Fool's joke at first.
No,
Unfortunate.
the Batman mugs.
I still have one.
Yeah, at McDonald's.
So you know what's funny is my uncle's son, so my little cousin, he's he's 7, 6, 7. He just had a Sonic birthday party. So Sonic is back.
Yeah,
right?
Sonic
is
back, yep.
really popular again.
The
And
movies
it's
and
so
whatnot.
funny because my grandma found an old notebook that my uncle, his father, had drawn in when he was a kid, and he has pictures of Sonic that he drew.
Hell yeah.
And it's hilarious because he's also into Pokemon. He's into like all of the same things that like we were into when we were
Generational.
younger. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Time is further or closer and further apart at the same time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
weird.
Well, Sonic made that big comeback with all the movies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
So the movies, and they were good, thankfully. That's the one time cyberbullying has actually done something
I
good.
don't understand. That was so bad.
Do you
It
remember?
was so creepy.
Do you remember the cartoon when
Yeah.
we were kids? Do you know who did the voice?
I know the answer to this, and I don't remember the name.
Steve
actually.
Urkel.
Right.
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah, that was Sonic's voice.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there was a bunch of random ones like that. I think about him, and I think about the voice of Shredder.
Oh yeah,
being
Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil. Yep.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I just
Rokusaki.
I remember it really breaking my brain when I found out that the voice of like Tommy Pickles and Timmy from Fairly Odd Parents was a woman.
Tara Strong. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh yeah. Who's Harley Quinn?
Also Tara Strong.
It is okay.
Yeah.
I was questioning
She
myself
does
there.
She does a ton.
She has so many,
Yeah.
so many voices.
from our childhoods.
So many voices. Actually, yeah, it's her resume is insane. How many voices that woman has done, and she's still working. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Mel Blanc back in the day.
Yeah, that's another big one.
Looney Tunes fame. And he doesn't get enough credit.
One of my favorite things is like there's a drawing YouTube channel that I watch. It's like an art-based YouTube channel that I watch. It's called Drawfee, and one of the like series that they do is they get different voice actors on, and they will like draw a character, and then the voice actor has to like come up with a voice for that character.
Oh, that's fun.
It's so cool, and it's so interesting how they just like completely change their voice and come up with these characters that are like so interesting. And I'm like, I would watch that.
It's like the reverse of meeting somebody that you've exclusively spoken to on the phone.
Yeah.
They're like, You are not what I pictured.
Yeah, no.
I feel like that has actually happened to us so far since we do have a podcast.
Oh yeah,
And not everybody that
sure.
listens to us knows us in person.
yeah. No, that I'm sure.
Yeah, it's only happened to me twice, but yeah, like most of the people I listen to actually have met me in person, which is cool. At least my friends support me. That's nice.
I feel like you look like your voice.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I've never really I don't feel like you look like your voice.
I don't know how I feel about that.
She just offended both of us.
I don't know what it is.
What do we do with this?
I don't know. It just I could disassociate you from your voice. I can't disassociate you from your voice.
Okay.
So whose voice do I have? Is the voice in the room with us now?
No, but you are, unfortunately.
Man, like I can't have another haunted house, dude. Come on, man. Like I'm already poor. House upkeep and shit.
Oh,
Anyways.
I used to hate my voice until I started doing the podcast, and now I'm so used to it. It's like
I definitely hated listening to and it was a hurdle to get over.
yeah, but now I'm over it. It's it's fine.
I guess that's one way to do it.
Yeah,
It's
just listen to yourself for hours and hours.
Very
and hours.
alien. It's very alien.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But that whole like cover your left ear to hear what you sound like to other people is total bullshit.
no, yeah,
That's definitely not right.
Do a damn thing.
I was like, I remember like the first time I heard myself on the podcast, and I was like, oh my God, how does anyone stand to talk to me? So sorry, friends and family.
I didn't even dislike my voice that much as it was just
Weird.
like that's what I sound. Holy moly! Like how far off it is from
you don't sound
your perception.
You don't look like your voice should sound like it does. I don't know.
I'm curious to know what my voice should sound like.
I don't know. I just feel like it doesn't quite match. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Feel free to disagree.
So we're gonna cover this topic.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We have a topic.
We're like a half hour into this bad boy.
Well, good, because I don't have very many notes.
Fair enough.
I can TV show the thing to death.
Honestly, yeah.
That's like two things that we could talk about forever. It's like movies, TV shows, and food.
Well, we're 90s kids.
That's all we had.
Yeah. Well,
literally all we had.
Well, I mean, also our media was amazing.
Oh yeah, I mean our media is
fucking amazing. Well, I mean, look at
movies, TV shows, food, and really dangerous playground.
If you want to realize how lucky we were, just look up any summer in any month in the summer in the 90s and see what blockbusters were playing side by side in the theater at the same time.
We were just nothing but bangers. That's true.
Oh, we were fucking spoiled.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, movies.
Amazing.
Movies today for kids are such crap. Like I've seen the trailers for the Minecraft movie, and my boss actually went to go see it. She took her son to go see it over the weekend, and she's like, "That is the worst fucking movie I've ever seen in my entire life."
Jack Black just needs to stop.
She's like, "I cannot believe that was actually released in theaters." She was like mind blown about it.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I forgot that was even happening. I don't have cable. And I pay for all my subscription services without ads because I'm rich.
I am not, and I have ads on all of my my 2 subscription services.
If I don't see it through a Facebook ad, I don't know about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I miss so much pop culture shit now too.
I literally so I have Hulu and Disney Plus and Prime. Those are the only subscription services that I have, and I have them all with ads. And you see. And I know why this is, but you see the same commercials over and over and over and over again, especially if you're binging a show or something.
Sure, right.
Mm-hmm. I will literally see the same commercial every single commercial break, and sometimes twice. Mm-mm. It's infuriating. But I've seen the trailer for that damn Minecraft movie so many goddamn times it's burned into my brain.
Won't see it.
I found out about that even coming out recently. I never even knew it was a thing until maybe a few days ago.
Well, lucky.
Well,
lucky you.
Maybe 2 weeks ago.
It's funny that you mentioned the commercial thing though, because with Peacock I have it through Xfinity. You get a free Peacock subscription through Xfinity.
Really? Mm-hmm. I have Xfinity.
Then you have Peacock for free.
Wait,
you have to go in your thing.
I just have it for internet. Do you need cable?
No.
What?
Yes.
What?
Uh-huh.
They hide the shit on purpose.
Somebody fucking tell me how to do this. How do I do this?
You have to go.
We'll do it after the podcast.
Right. Yeah. I'm not,
Sorry, I just got really excited excited for a sec. What do you mean another subscription service
Right. It's,
that I don't have to pay for?
It is free. It does have ads, but it's not that bad. It's like a minute.
All of my
Amazon pisses.
Well, you're already used to it now, so you're just in the midst of it.
Amazon
But I pay
pisses me
money.
off.
I pay money now to get rid of the ads. It's like $5 to get rid of the ads, but still,
He says flippantly.
$5. You know what? B. We are all homeowners in this room. All right.
You should be more offended by the little hair thing she just did.
Subscribe to our Patreon so I can afford Peacock without ads.
So
Are we just
Brandy
going to talk about TV now? We're just having a TV episode.
So
at this
Brandy
point,
can
like,
just have $1.
yeah. What? Right.
We need
Jeez.
5 of you to subscribe. Please. Anyway,
It's true.
what are we talking about?
We were supposed to be talking
We're
about
supposed to be talking about buffets and McDonald's going the way of the
and
buffalo.
fast food and yeah, we're supposed to be talking about that today.
Okay, are we going to, or are we just going to keep talking about TV?
The rise and fall of the American buffet industry, a story of abundance, appetite, and adaptation.
Because I was going to say, I could bust out how badly I want you to watch Game of Thrones, and I could talk about that for a while.
But it ends so badly. Why would I
it does,
want?
because I just want to talk to you about it.
But
I just want to talk to my friend about one of my favorite shows.
okay,
That's all.
I might read the books eventually.
Okay.
Aren't those not even done yet? Right?
I think there's one left, isn't there? Or did he actually
Isn't
finish
that
it?
the rolling
There's
joke?
a few left, but like he's working on Winds of Winter right now, which is like I think either the last book or the second to last book. I don't know, but
I'll look it up.
there's like spin-off books that aren't even really relevant. There's like a bunch of other stuff, but Winds of Winter he's been working on for the past like 12 years.
Okay. I just knew, I felt like I knew it was like a rolling joke.
It is a rolling joke because like he was supposed to have
Based in reality, I should have said.
he was kind of supposed to have the series finished or almost finished by the end of the show. Like that was the plan. But then like
I'm sorry. I'm just like reading this. Like
Right?
after telling me this, I'm reading what's happening on the internet. Oh my god, it's so bad.
it's so bad.
So it's currently the series. All right. So the book series is called a Song of Ice and Fire. Right, which is my TV show. It was planned. The last book is A Dream of Spring.
Yes.
Which is currently unwritten.
Yes. And so is Winds of Winter.
The Winds of Winter is supposed to be the next one.
Yeah.
which is supposed to, which has been being worked on
For like ever. For literally like, I don't even know how long. Years and years and years. And it was supposed to come out before the show was over.
man.
And that's why I swear to God, that's why the ending sucked so badly. Because they ran out of material to follow.
They did, yes.
They were very closely following the books for like almost the entirety of the show. And then they ran out of material and they had to just make shit up.
They did,
so
yeah.
that's where everything just fell apart. And it was terrible. It was awful.
So, according to the internet, he began writing the Winds of Winter sometime in 2010.
Did he now?
And as of December 2022, he's written 1,100 pages
God, this man.
with hundreds more to go.
He's gonna die before he finishes this series.
That's what
He
I
sure
was thinking.
He's an elderly gentleman, okay? Like, I don't know what he's expecting to happen here.
George R.R. Martin is
Maybe
76.
Yeah, not to rush anybody's creative process, but like, what the fuck?
Maybe he doesn't know what he's expecting to happen
You know,
here.
I feel like
Like,
that's probably what it is.
Honestly, he wrote it. He's like, you guys already fucked it up anyways. Like,
Or like he just ran out of ideas and he's like, well, I guess that's it. Okay,
that's
I'm
funny.
just gonna die now.
oh, that's funny.
Oh, it's infuriating. But I love the show so much for the most part. It's
Yeah.
so good. It's so engaging. It's like a cinematic masterpiece for a lot of those episodes are just like full-blown movies, essentially. And I just want to talk to you about it. Come on, man.
I might read the book series, but I'm in the middle of several other books right now. And well, not several. I read one at a time. But I just started a new book, and I'm kind of really liking it. So, like, it's not smut, so I can't really talk to you about that either.
Oh, man.
I don't know what's up with smut.
Right?
Like, I appreciate the hustle and the art of it all, I guess. But, like, every woman I know loves to read smut.
And murder.
Well, it's
And
like
murder.
how,
Murder and smut.
it's like how dudes like watching porn, you know?
Watching
It's just-
porn is more of a necessity
It's
than a like.
Patreon.
It's a different process for us.
Patreon.
Fair enough.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that
Apologies.
should. Yeah, we should write that down.
We'll
for
talk
Patreon.
about that later. Anyway.
Our Patreon episode.
It's weird when I have to be the one.
It's true. It's true.
So let's
We're
talk
gonna-
about.
I'm just over here
when
internet
you're gonna watch
gambling.
Game of Thrones.
I'm just gonna move past that. Yeah, I always forget that you have family that listens to this.
Sorry, Ben's family. My grandparents consistently ask to listen to the podcast all the time, right? And I always tell them no. And then finally, my grandma was over the other day, and she was like bugging me about it, and I'm like, fine, I'll show you like a little clip of it. And I showed her like the very beginning of like one of the video episodes that we did, and like 2 minutes into it, she was fuming. She was so mad. She was like, I can't believe you hang around people who talk like this. Like she was so angry.
Who was it?
DJ.
Of course it was.
I was really hoping it was me.
No,
It was
DJ.
of course it was DJ.
Yeah.
Because like I was saying to myself, like I curse a bit, but I don't curse that much.
I curse once I get going.
It was DJ.
Yeah, it's always DJ.
Yeah. She literally got like 2 minutes in, and her face was turning red. And I'm like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah.
So, sorry, Grandma.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to think like I know I curse on the podcast. I know it's whatever, but like I don't curse that heavily
Yeah.
compared to then DJ.
What's funny is I actually don't. I try to not swear in front of my sisters.
Sure.
For whatever reason, it's just a rule I made up.
Yeah, they're still young, I suppose.
And I try to not swear in front of them, but they listen to the podcast.
So they know
So,
what
yeah.
you're really like.
So
They know your true
Who is
self.
this Brandy? Why are you so mean to her?
and I tell them that she deserves it.
Untrue. I am nothing but nice to you.
And they kind of call me on it, and well, you call Costa on the podcast, blah blah blah. They're like, well, that's a character, and he's kind of an asshole. But
That's a character, Aaron. Did you hear that?
Apparently, I am just.
Ben is a character.
I'm quite the character, quite the rapscallion.
Oh,
Scoundrel,
my
one
God.
might say.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Anyway, no, I think we need to do, like I keep saying, we need to do like a family-friendly episode, one that I can play for my grandpa.
I can handle
Because
it.
I hope they don't
I
like
know
it too much
the
and
three
try
of
to keep
us
up
can.
with it.
DJ cannot be on. He can't. It has to be this setup. It has to be just the three of us. And I'm sorry, DJ, but for that episode, you're not allowed.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. Yeah, because we could all go without cursing in a
We
conversation.
can. We sure can.
That boy.
No, he can't.
No.
He's incapable.
That's accurate. I remember when we did the episode back when we had Pete on,
Yes. Yep.
and we did the paranormal investigations with Pete Grice. It was a really good episode actually because he's still very, very heavily involved with the paranormal community. He has his own group and everything.
Yep.
Which is great, But he does work with. He has an adult one. He has one with high school kids. And we're like, okay, cool. Well, Pete's pretty well known, especially in Griffith. So like, let me make sure that this episode we don't curse in it, so that everybody can hear it and it won't be a problem. Right. I told DJ this. Fuck. Exactly. Like 5 minutes into the episode, I'm like, all right, Deej, we're gonna do this episode. We're not gonna curse in it because Pete is a publicly known person. Like he deals with high school kids with their parents.
Nature
We're
of his work.
We're gonna make an episode that doesn't have any cursing in it, so we can interview Pete. It'll be great.
It's like telling a bird not to fly.
It's like. It's about as useful as trying to teach a fish how to ride a bike.
Exactly.
Telling a rat not to spread the plague.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Deej. What are we doing?
Telling the French not to shit in the river.
You can lead a Frenchman to the river.
You can't keep him from doing it.
No, wait. You can lead a Frenchman to the battlefield, but you can't make him fight.
I'd rather have a German army in front of me and a French army behind me. Good times. Good times.
Wait, how long? Have
So
we
what
been
the fuck
talking
do
about?
we
We
wanna
are 45 minutes into this.
Wow. So
We have doubled our banter.
We have accomplished nothing.
And John's not here to blame this time.
No, this is all our own faults.
I have tried to steer this conversation into the right place several times.
At least it's been a terrific conversation.
That's true.
It's been entertaining, I think.
Yeah.
I hope so.
It's been a terrific.
Are you not entertained?
I mean,
Yeah. Buffets?
Do you guys remember?
so speaking about remakes and all these damn remixes, and speaking about actually going back to how we were talking about Star Wars earlier, and obviously we were talking about like how from our era we had these great movies, Gladiator being one of them, one of the greatest movies of that era, and then obviously they make Gladiator 2 now. And don't get me wrong, I love Denzel Washington. I think he's a phenomenal actor. But again, he didn't hide his accent either. So you just have this New York dude apparently. So New York exists now in the time of because he was supposed to be who in the movie? He was
I did not see it.
Neither did I. I own a popcorn bucket for it though, but he was supposed to be almost like Caligula. That's not right. Who was the dude? Had the Alps, had the elephants.
Hannibal?
Thank you.
Oh, Denzel's supposed to be Hannibal?
Allegedly. Right. So, anyways.
Okay.
They're doing that Carthage thing pretty loosely.
Yeah, so Carthage is New York now.
That's
so there's that.
So, like, I feel like that happens in a lot of, like, I want to say, like, low budget, like, period pieces. Like, like whenever there's, like, I want to say, like, period movies that are geared toward a younger demographic, like teenagers or ones that are like maybe a little bit more low budget. There's always, it's like everyone else in the movie has a British accent except for like the main characters have American accents.
Well,
and I'm like, they couldn't even try.
World War II movies are especially bad for that because the Germans are always British.
Right.
For whatever reason. It's always a British accent when they're speaking English, at least.
Except for a few really, really good World War II movies.
Saving Private Ryan, Band of Brothers.
A Bridge Too Far was my first thought.
You know, yeah, like they're out there, but...
There are definitely, too, also movies that, like, will have foreign characters speaking in a foreign language and then, like, have it subtitles or whatever. And, like, as much as I appreciate that, I have a hard time with subtitles because I can't not read them, and then I don't watch the movie. I'm just reading the subtitles.
You know what was interesting, actually? I was watching Schindler's List yesterday. And
what the fuck?
Yeah, what?
What?
Why were you just randomly watching Schindler's List?
I was watching it to fall asleep too.
Right, that's casually. Okay, I actually do watch documentaries to fall asleep too, so that's not that weird. But why Schindler's List? Yeah, I don't do that to fall asleep though. That's a bit much for me, dog.
He's like, I curled up with some popcorn.
Right, like cozy movie.
Well, naturally it was for the laugh.
I had a bad day, and I just really needed my comfort movie.
I needed to see people having it worse than me. I don't know.
Okay.
No, it's on Netflix right now, and it came up under the Leaving Soon section.
Okay, sure.
And everything. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I'll watch that today. What, Brandy?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
Your face did. Your face doesn't match your face.
No one else can see my face, so keep talking.
So anyway, so I'm watching Schindler's List yesterday, which apparently is a hangable offense in this fucking attic.
We are in a fucking attic,
man. Chill out.
Read the room. It's not even that large.
So, but something I never noticed before, in my previous viewings, when the Germans are talking, having a conversation, you know, well, I guess I can't say in frame of the camera, but a conversation that the audience is supposed to understand, moves the plot forward, or story rather, since it's real, but it's in English, you know, with an accent and everything.
Sure.
But the second that same person is shouting orders or directions or instructions to the Jews or Poles or whomever, it's in German. It's the same person.
So
I caught it once or twice.
So it's like if it's being viewed from the perspective of other people, it's in German. But if it's being viewed from just the perspective of other Germans, it's like in English.
Yeah, so
which makes sense to me.
Yeah, I understand it. It's just something I didn't notice before.
Which I think is a good idea because obviously they're going to understand each other, so it makes sense that the audience understands.
So if you imagine the back of this German, you know, facing away from the camera, you know, shouting blah 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 blah, and his subordinate comes up, he turns around and now he's speaking English. And then he goes back to what he was doing, and he's yelling in German.
Okay. Yeah, see, that makes sense to me. That makes perfect sense.
It makes sense. It's just, it just flew under the radar.
And the fact that you never noticed it before is what makes it good. Mm-hmm. It's what makes it good filmmaking.
Yeah, it's almost like an aside.
By the way, I looked it up just to make sure I was right. Denzel Washington's character in the movie Letter to was Marcinius? A fictional character, apparently. Anywho, but on what you were just talking about, though, which I thought was interesting, there was a show I've talked about on podcast before called Warrior. It's on Netflix. It's a martial arts. It was a TV show, but it's a lot going on in the show. It's really good though. But it was written by their initial idea was written by Bruce Lee before he died. His daughter found his notes. They made a TV show. Yes. Yeah. It was on HBO Max. Now it's on Netflix.
Did we talk about this before?
We have
once,
but it's the same kind of concept though, where because the main characters are Chinese, but they're in America, so he speaks English and Chinese. So when he's in the frame, they're speaking English, you can understand it. Obviously, we are Americans, so we understand it. Mm-hmm. But when you are following the American character and they're speaking Chinese, it sounds they're in Chinese. You'll have to read subtitles.
Yeah. That makes perfect sense to me because it's about like the perspective of who it's being framed around. Right.
But they added one more little aspect to it as well, which I thought was cool. Like if you're again watching from the American guy's perspective, when the Chinese dude does speak English, it's with an accent.
Oh.
And when they're speaking to each other, there's not.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's cool. Interesting.
Yeah, so they added a little bit more to it. It's really cool. It's a really good show.
Because obviously, it wouldn't sound to your peers like you have an accent.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I like that a lot. Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
Yeah, it was super subtle. Like they like kind of ease you into it in like the first episode. Mm-hmm. By the time you know like that's every episode now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's kind of like, but it's one of those things like you said with Schindler's List. Like it's really good directing. You don't even notice it.
That's perfect.
Absolutely.
That's perfect.
And my God, we had Spielberg. Like, the 90s were great.
Yeah.
Spielberg at his prime.
You know what I missed?
Well, that is important.
And I just recently watched a YouTube commentary video about it, but like how movies don't really look like movies anymore. Like the way that they're shot, they're not like modern movies. There's not as much like color toning.
Like going for the ultra realism.
There's not as much. Everything's like blown out and everything's like washed out. The colors are weird.
Okay.
The shots are not like framed the way that they used to be. Like
the cuts. That's what gets me.
Yeah, and like everything looks so like 4K realistic that it takes you out of that like movie feeling. If you know what I'm talking about.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, like if you go back and you watch movies, and obviously there's a difference between like 90s movies because they were shot on film versus newer movies that were shot digitally. There's a huge difference in what it looks like that way. But you can absolutely tell there's a huge difference in not just the quality of the picture, but like the directing and the way that it's filmed and the way that shots are framed and
the feel of it.
The feel of it.
I see what you're saying. Mm-hmm. And actually just going on top of that too, what you were saying too, Ben, like with the cuts, like how everything's cut so much now.
Yes.
Like it's obvious.
You can't like linger on a single shot anymore.
Oh, it drives me fucking nuts.
Dude, my favorite example is Taken 3.
Okay.
And Liam Neeson climbs a fence.
Liam Neeson?
And there's
his knees, son.
I'm sorry. You know what's funny? She didn't bring it up during Schindler's List.
Well, that's fair enough.
You didn't say the word Liam Neeson.
But and he climbs a fence when he's like running away from the cops, and they must have cut a dozen times him just climbing over a chain link fence.
Yeah, we got to get the stunt guy in there.
Like, well, there's that. But like most movies, you don't know where anybody is.
And also, like from an editing perspective too, I can say that it's easier to take like the 5 or 6 shots that you have and try to cut something together with it than sitting there and trying to film the shot perfectly and over and over and over again and having to do maybe like 20 or 30 takes.
So they just don't care anymore.
They just don't care anymore. Like
I'm sure it's easier.
Yeah, it's easier, I'm sure. It's faster, it's lazy filmmaking.
Yeah.
Like you can shoot a scene 5 or 6 times, cut it together, make it look like shit.
100% the era we're in.
Or you can sit there and you can get your shot right. And they don't do that anymore.
No.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that too. Like, I watch a lot of action movies and whatnot, and like the modern action movies fucking kill me because of all the cuts. And I was thinking back to one of my favorite action movies from when, we were younger, and the one-shot takes. And
yes.
like The Protector, if you've I doubt you've ever seen it. I'm sorry.
Nope.
But Tony Jaa, 2005, The Protector came out. Ben, did you ever see it?
Yes, we had this discussion.
Oh, we have thought about this before.
I don't remember the episode.
We might have had an episode about this,
this came up.
But like, there's a scene. Tony Jaa, martial artist. He's fighting. He's in this. I think it's like a restaurant or something like that. But it has this giant wraparound staircase, and it's a one-shot take of him starting on the bottom floor and fighting his way up a staircase. And obviously there's like pillars. So like you can like if you need to switch something or something needs to happen, like it'll give like the camera will have a break. We don't see the main actor.
But you have the illusion.
But the illusion of he's doing this entire stunt up this spiral staircase and you're just watching it.
Yeah, like there's continual shots like that are so engaging and you don't see them anymore. Like I remember there's one of my favorite movies. I don't know if you guys have seen this one, Sweet Home Alabama. There is this scene where the main characters are coming out of a bar and they're having a fight, and it's a pretty long scene, and the whole scene is one shot. The whole scene is one take, basically, like it's continual. And I never really noticed it before, but I always thought that particular scene, even though nothing huge actually happens, it's very engaging. It's a very engaging part of that movie. And it almost feels like you're there with the characters, like you're following them out of the bar. And I always kind of wondered about that. And then I watched a behind the scenes thing or something where they talked about how that was all one continual shot. And I'm like, well, that's why. It's all, it's like you're watching it unfold in real time. And they just don't, they don't do that anymore. Like when was the last time you saw like a continual shot?
John Wick. And that's why I go nuts for those movies.
Oh, really?
Like, I mean,
I haven't seen those movies.
Granted, like, are they made for gun people? Yeah, absolutely.
They're made specifically for Ben.
Well, they're made like the director is he was the stunt guy for The Matrix. I mean, so it's a certain group that are making these movies but they're universally enjoyable in my opinion, because of the way they're shot. So, and specifically John Wick 2, because there's a scene towards the end there where it's just a one shot, but it's a side scroller. Essentially.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He's just going through people and everything, and it's
like Matrix-y kind of?
Not really. It's the did you ever see Old Boy?
I fucking love Old Boy.
Well, I would say it's paying homage to that. And
I would say so.
Like his hallway fight.
Well, because a lot of that he took inspiration from what was his name? John Woo.
Oh yeah, probably.
A lot of that was the director John Woo.
John Woo.
Yeah. So, but Old Boy was such a good movie. But yes, I agree with that.
Yeah, and then in the fourth one, there's this overhead shot again towards the end. There's this overhead shot where they did the same thing, but they changed it, and it's this overhead shot of him going room to room, and it's just continuous, and it's beautiful. Like there's no other way for me to say it. It is beautiful.
Yeah. I feel like that stuff like that is missing from a lot of movies nowadays.
No, absolutely is. But again, that was made by people who love movies.
Yeah.
Who love movies.
Do you
guys
remember that like brief period in time where every 300? It was right around the time 300 came out, and like every single action movie was like trying to
slow mo
be like 300.
There were so many slow mo sequels. You had 300, the sequel of 300. Then you had Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch is a good movie.
I love Sucker Punch.
I love Sucker Punch.
Such a good movie.
Incredible movie.
So that's
underrated.
The stuff. Yeah, I always remember it when I think about 300 because it was
the same film style. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I love the story. I hated the ending. Still.
I mean, I remember the first time I watched it. I didn't know. I had a guess that that's what was going on, but I was like, nah, they're not gonna do that. That would be kind of dumb. Yeah. And then they did it. And I was like, fuck.
I'm kind of sort of on the 300 train. But a movie about ancient times that I feel doesn't get enough respect. King Arthur with Clive Owen.
I like that movie.
That is a good movie.
Yeah,
that was a really good movie. That. And then simultaneously also with Clive Owen, another movie that I feel kind of flew under the radar for a lot of people, Children of Men.
Wow, that's a good one.
That is one of my favorite dystopian movies.
That's a good one.
Easily. And actually, Brandy, have you seen Children of Men?
Now that I think about so.
You have to watch the opening scene and the car chase. Those are one shots.
I think you're right.
Those are one shots, and they're wonderful.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a great movie. The whole movie is about the entire world has gone, or the entire human population has become infertile. So
I feel like that happens in a lot of movies.
Not like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like the youngest person in the world is like, a giant celebrity.
Right.
Okay.
This, that, and the other and whatnot. It's terrific. Terrific.
Was that with there's a girl who's pregnant?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I know what movie that is. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But I know what movie it is.
No, you should see that. That is a good movie.
That reminds me. There was this book that I read in grade school, I think, and it was way above my reading level. I probably should not have been reading that book. It was not appropriate for my age. But there was a book that was about it was like a post-apocalyptic kind of scenario where everyone over the age of 18 got some sort of disease that only affected adults, didn't affect children, and they all died. And so it was only children left in the world, and they had to figure out how to survive.
So the opposite of Logan's Run.
Yeah, that's funny because there's a game coming out that's actually that's similar to that.
Really?
I think it's called 33 or something like that. But I don't know the full premise. It hasn't come out yet, so listeners don't blame me. But there's a game. I think it's called 33. It's coming out soon. I actually have it pre-downloaded. It's coming out later on this month. Anyways, there's this entity that appeared in the world, and every year it appears and it shows a number, and everybody over that number dies.
Oh shit!
And so they're Expedition 33. Wow. That's what it's called.
Shit ass lottery.
Yeah, right. I'll be already dead because I think I think 33 is the current number, and yep, already too old for that shit.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's
in the book. I remember it was it didn't just kill all of the people who were over the age of 18. It was once you turned 18, you could get the disease and die.
Oh.
And so people would turn 18 and almost immediately get sick and die.
Well, damn.
So not only were they trying to figure out the world, but they were also knowing that they were going to die probably when they turned 18. I don't remember how it ended because I read it in fucking elementary school.
Now, here's an interesting piece of history and movie history because you made me think of it with every so often this happens every so many years. Jeepers Creepers, we've all seen that.
Yes.
So the opening to Jeepers Creepers, the original one, is based on a real story of
where the guy is just on the side of the road.
No, where the brother and sister in reality are husband and wife being chased after by some maniac that just disposed of somebody. That happened. That happened somewhere down south.
Sounds like something that would happen down south.
Yeah, and I forget forgive me, it was years ago that I learned about this, but some story and whatnot, and they incorporated that into the movie.
Interesting.
And then from there, you have the movie.
Yeah.
But
I think Texas Chainsaw Massacre was very loosely based on
Ed Gein.
Yeah. So
yeah, because
a lot of those.
the skin stuff was Ed Gein.
Yeah.
And the lampshades and the what have you.
There was a belt.
Oh yeah, there was the belt.
Anyway.
That took a turn.
No, a lot of those
onto buffets.
Back to buffets. It's funny because I'm obviously not going to title the episode what we're going to be talking about. We had a whole topic for this.
We really did. Yeah, I did research and everything.
Did not work.
I'm not upset.
Yeah, it's fine.
No, I'm not. I'm not upset.
We just took our tangent and ran with it.
Yeah, for an hour.
We didn't even get to a question.
Nostalgia. No, we didn't. What was your question?
I was going to ask about fast food hamburgers, but it's too late now.
Save it for when we actually do this topic.
I guess we'll title this Nostalgia Day.
Movies and TV shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We go with that.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, we're at an hour and 5 minutes. So.
What's your favorite movie/TV show from your childhood?
That's such a big fucking question.
That is a really big fucking. I don't even know the answer to that for myself.
I hate being asked favorite questions.
I give like a top 5, I guess, but that's going to take me a minute.
What is one of your favorites from your childhood?
Yeah. From my childhood.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments.
There you go.
We're saying under 10.
Under 15.
Under 15.
Yeah.
Oof.
This just got worse.
Oh yeah, infinitely worse
fine.
actually.
Under 10. Well, if you say under 10, it's just gonna be like cartoons and shit.
Of course it is. I still watch cartoons. It's great.
I'm gonna under 10. It's probably gonna be Terminator 2.
Under 10?
Yeah,
I believe that.
Yeah.
Honestly, for me, it'd be probably Star Wars.
Do you guys remember Homeward Bound?
It would
of course I do. Thanks for the trauma.
Nice. I want to say
bring that back up.
I want to say I probably saw Terminator 2 before I saw Star Wars.
I remember Star Wars more vividly than that. But also, like, when you said like under 10, I had to Google it real quick. Toonami started in 1997. I was already watching anime by that point in my life, so I was already.
You already gone.
But
I was in it.
But you know what though? That the thing is, like, there was nothing in Star Wars that spooked me, like the skeletons in Terminator 2. So that might be
that's
my
more
timeline could be off, and the robots might have just had more staying power.
Sure. And actually, like, just saying, like, the whole 97 thing for Toonami, I was watching anime before that. Like, there was anime on Sci-Fi, so I was watching like Robotech and shit back in the day, which I still love Robotech to this day.
Did you guys ever watch a movie called Fly Away Home?
I know that title.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
That's not the geese one, is it?
Yes.
Oh God, fuck that movie.
It's with Anna Paquin, and she Ben.
Does that even surprise you? Oh yeah, I remember this movie. I have seen this movie.
They make like a contraption.
I'm calling an Uber.
He just backed out an hour ago.
Yeah, no, they make like a
Kevin Costner's in that.
Yeah, they make like a glider.
Yeah,
they do make a glider.
Fly and teach the geese how to fly so they can fly away home.
I do remember this.
That movie very recently was like free on YouTube, and I came across it and I was like, oh my God, the nostalgia just hit me like a ton of bricks.
I'd be interested. I would be interested in the number of orphan animal movies in the 90s.
Probably a lot because that's all I was concerned about.
Probably
as a child.
its own.
Yeah, I mean, because we got Fly Away Home, obviously for geese. We have
Land Before Time.
Land Before Time for the dinosaurs.
Like 4 or 5 of those
for the pets.
Technically,
I was going to say you have the Air Bud movies too. Those were He was a
Oliver and Company.
Oh my God.
Yeah, a little orphan kitten.
Beethoven.
And Billy Joel is a dog.
Oh my God, Charlotte's Web.
So yeah, our childhood.
Babe, do you remember like all the weird pig movies?
It had so many.
There were so many pig movies.
What the fuck was our childhood?
Yeah, wait, because isn't there like a Bizarro Babe?
Yes, there's like a knockoff. There's
like they happen the same year, but Babe happened to be the popular one.
Right.
Yes. But
what do they call that? Twin movies. Twin movies.
Yeah.
Armageddon, Deep Impact.
Yeah.
Ants and A Bug's Life. That was actually on purpose. That's a good story to talk about one day.
I'll add it to your list.
Yep. Talking pig movies from the 90s. That's what I'm Googling right now. Gordy.
That sounds familiar.
That was the other talking pig movie. Okay. That was bullshit. Oh man. Yeah, no, there was a talking pig phenomenon when we were younger.
There was a talking animal phenomenon when we were younger, just in general.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Specifically pigs.
What the hell was that?
Yeah. I don't know. Homeward Bound was traumatizing though.
You mentioned it so casually, like that's a thing to do.
That was one of my favorites. That was one of my favorite movies.
It doesn't matter that you know it has a happy ending.
It does. It has the happiest ending.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, while you're actively watching it, it doesn't matter.
No, it's very.
It doesn't matter that you know.
I watched the movie Flow over the weekend. Have you seen the movie Flow?
I know of it. Never watched it.
Oh my God, this movie.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Okay, so it won a bunch of awards this year, right? It was like best animated film.
Okay, so it's new.
It's new, and it just came out, and it was a movie that me and my mom wanted to watch together with her best friend. So me and her best friend decided to watch it together, and I went over to her house. And we're both big cat lovers, like huge cat lovers. She's 5 cats, right?
Okay.
So we're watching this movie. We're surrounded by her cats. And this was one of the most stress-inducing movies I've ever watched in my life.
Jeez.
I was so stressed out the entire time. And it's a beautiful movie, don't get me wrong.
Sure.
It's incredibly thought out and well composed, and there's no voice actors. The animals don't talk. They just act like animals. They sound like animals the whole time. It's beautiful. The animation is absolutely beautiful. It's weird because it's like a very simple animation. It's not super realistic, but it's stylized in a way that you just want to keep looking at it. And there's some very beautiful scenes, but it's very confusing and it's very stress inducing. Every 2 seconds, you're like, holy shit, are these poor innocent animals gonna die right now?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I've never been more stressed watching a goddamn cartoon in my life.
We forgot about the granddaddy of them all, fucking Lion King.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's always been my favorite movie of all time, Lion King.
I mean, I got a lot of plays in my house. That's it's a great movie.
It is.
Yeah. That was the movie. I would watch that movie over and over and over again. My whole childhood, I loved it. I had a stuffed lion that I slept with every night, and her name was Nala.
Naturally.
And I still have her, and she's in my closet. Love that movie. Based on Hamlet. Lion King.
Oh yeah, yep. I was trying to remember the name of the.
That just makes all the sense.
It's so funny, like we were talking about Oliver and Company earlier. That's based on Oliver Twist.
You know,
Clueless is based on Emma.
You just reminded me. Actually, I meant to put something on the list, or at least propose it. And that's talking about "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" and being based on the Odyssey.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So John Goodman is the Cyclops, the Sirens, and the river. You know, so on and so forth. But yeah, it's based on the Odyssey.
Yeah.
We actually need to cover that one of these days too. Actually, well, the three Greek epics, the Odyssey, the Iliad, and I always forget the third one. There were three Greek books that were huge. It was Odyssey, Iliad, and I can't remember the name of it. I'm pretty sure it was all read by Homer. Yep. Because it all happened before he was even alive.
Yeah.
Also, I was trying to remember the name of All Dogs Go to Heaven. That's the movie I was trying to remember.
Theogony. The Theogony.
Sure.
It rolls right off the tongue.
Theogony.
We'll go with that.
Well,
I don't know.
You know about the... And I only found out about that recently, the end of All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Oh, it makes the movie even sadder.
Oh my God. Terrible. Didn't I tell you about that?
I knew
we
about
talked
it.
about it, yeah.
Yeah, I knew about it, but you mentioned it.
We've definitely talked about it before.
Yeah.
Because that was always my comfort movie.
Awful.
That was always my comfort movie growing up, which says a lot. I don't know about what, but it says a lot.
It was a good movie.
It was fantastic.
I know I watched The Fox and the Hound, and I don't remember it, and I know I don't want to watch it again. So it clearly had a fucking effect.
Yes,
well, dude, you don't want to be sobbing in your home.
I literally don't remember it. I just know to stay away from the movie.
So I loved that movie, but I was the type of kid to watch those movies over and over and over again because I was an only child and I, didn't have anything else to do.
We wore out our tapes.
But I watched Fox and the Hound maybe 3 or 4 times because every time I watched it, I would just sob. I would get so upset. I would cry and cry and cry and cry and cry.
Just preparing yourself for adult life, really.
Basically, yeah. Yep.
How'd all that training
when
pay off?
When she leaves Todd in the woods.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
My heart.
Right?
I can't even think about it.
I'm almost sorry I brought it up.
You should be. We're at an hour 13 minutes. We should probably just wrap this bad boy up at this point.
I really don't know what happened.
With this episode, neither do I.
We just have a lot of feelings. We have a lot of thoughts and a lot of feelings about a lot of things.
Apparently so. We just kind of let it rip on that one.
Well, there's been worse.
Fair enough. Well, we made it this far in the episode. We appreciate you giving us a listen. Give us a like and share. Follow on the social medias. We have all of them, I'm pretty sure, still. Well, all the major ones, at least. We are still trying to hit our follow goal this year. So if you don't follow us already, please give us a new follow. Share us with your friends. Maybe not with your family. Depends on how cool they are.
True.
And
what generation they come from.
Don't do what I did.
Yeah, don't.
Do exactly what Brandy did and tell us the story.
Don't upset your grandparents.
Yeah, leave us a comment. We'll read it off in the next episode. If you leave us a comment on, I just check Spotify. So,
well, I can check I don't know, YouTube or Facebook or shit like that too. If you want to leave us a comment there, I'll check for it.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we'll take your suggestions and your comments and whatnot. And yeah. Anyways, thanks for listening to the episode. Thanks for sticking with us all these years. And y'all be cool.
Bye.